Okay, this is the continuation of the first video. The objectives for today's lesson: explain the players in the market, in competitors. Second, we understand the industry and market competitors. Our topic for this afternoon is all about players in the market, in competitors. But before we will proceed to our discussion, let's have a short agreement. Be a good listener, and if you like to become a good listener, only your eyes and ears open. What is competitors? Competitors are those who have products and services similar to you and where customers who are buying something will compare your offerings and prices directly, weighing one up and against the other. So don't panic when other business enter your space. When other wants a share of the market, it's proof that you're doing something right. Others want to get in on the same business when they notice that business owners are into something. When your competitors copy your moves, it means you are leading in your industry. Just remember to keep developing your product or service so that you won't get left behind. Competition is everywhere. Businesses come and go, but consider competition as a challenge for you to improve your products or service. Analyze and strategies. A good strategy will help you compete with other industry players and ultimately get you ahead in the game. So what does competition mean? Competition in the field of marketing. It is the rivalry between companies selling similar products and services with the goal of achieving revenue, profit, and market share growth. Market competition motivates companies to increase the sales volume by utilizing the four components of the marketing, also referred to as the four Ps. These Ps stand for product, place, promotion, and price. Knowing and understanding your competition is a critical step in designing a successful marketing strategy. So if you are not aware of who the competition is and knowledgeable about their strengths and weaknesses, it's likely that another firm could enter the picture and provide a competitive advantage, such as product offerings at lower prices or value-added benefits. Identifying your competition and staying informed about their products and services is the key to remaining competitive in the market and is crucial to the survival of any kind of business. There are two kinds of computer. Okay, these are the example of competitors. We have here image 1, your product. Image 2, the product of your competitors. What is the difference between the two computers? The image 1 or your product is very high technology. Mas maganda ang kanyang kulay, mas maganda ang kanyang packaging. While sa image 2, the product of your competitors mas mababa lang ang kanyang value. Hindi kagandahan ng kanyang kulay, mas mababa ang kanyang packaging. So, kung ito ang inyong product sa image 1 ay mas marami kang buyers. Dahil ito ay napakagandang computer. Dahil ito ay high technology at maganda ang kanyang packaging, maganda ang kanyang kulay. So, that's we call competitors. You must also keep a watch of emerging competitors and new technologies if brand wants explicit growth. And there are two types of competitors. First, we have industry competitors. Second, market competitors. The industry competition is the first that companies have to fight for the business of potential customers. There are 10 industry competitions. First, we have identify a need in the industry and satisfy it with a product or service. It is great to be inventor of a specific product or service. But sometimes, all you have to do is reinvent what is already out in the market. Next, we have improved on existing products or services. For example, in Virgin Airlines was established by Richard Branson. When his flight to the Virgin Islands in 1984 was cancelled, he chartered a plane and offered other travelers a seat on that plane for $29 billion. Today, Virgin Airlines still offers affordable fares, full-service flights, and excellent customer service instead of copying what was already being offered by other airlines. Virgin offers something much better to air travelers. Next, we have highlight your differences. Be sure that you fully understand what makes you different from the competition. Are your prices more reasonable? Do you only use local vendors? Maybe it's even the strength of your company culture. Whatever the case may be, make sure you know what currently differentiates you from the competition. Know what resonates with customers and how you can continue to strengthen your position around the concern. Number 4, clarify your brand and message. You know your company. You know what you care about, but that doesn't mean that your branding and messaging does a good job of explaining that. Establish a clear narrative around your business and what you can do for customers as their guide, supporter, or resource. Encourage them to be the hero of their story by utilizing your company's product or services to get the job done. From there, you need to ensure that your branding reinforces the messages. The more accurately your branding represents what you're trying to say, the more likely people will connect with it. Number 5, focus on the needs of your customer. Next, you have focus on the needs of your employees. One aspect of competition that is often overlooked is the potential for competitors to affect the recruit your employees. If you have similar product lines and working in the same industry, they may try to recruit your best people. Aside from that, Having a happy and dedicated workforce also leads to a healthier, more competitive company. Encourage your employees to collaborate, take initiative, and try new things. Make the business just as much theirs as it is yours and encourage them to find a healthy work-life balance. Happier employees mean more dedicated employees, which can lead to a better representation of your business and leverage against your competitors. Number 7. Do not focus on your competitors. So do not fall into the habit of constantly checking your competitors. Doing, doing so will draw your attention away from the needs of your customer. As a result, instead of developing your products into something that will address your customer needs, you start looking at what your competitors are doing for their customers. This will be detrimental to your business and you may end up losing customers to your competitors. Instead, talk to your customers regularly. Ask them what they like and what they hate about your products or service, so you can use their feedback to improve. Number 8. Do not underestimate your competitors. You don't want to obsess over your competitors, but you shouldn't ignore them either. The two can be bad for business. Number 9. Explore partnership opportunities. In some cases, companies that used to be competitors have learned that collaboration can be mutually beneficial. Sometimes, this manifests as acquisition, one company being absorbed into another, but it might also look like a strategic partnership where two parties retain independence. By looking at your competitors as potential partners and by creating strategic alliances, you may open yourself up to more business and more success in your industry. And lastly, we have target new markets. If you've been able to solidify your service within one target market, but the competition has a stranglehold on it, you may want to consider expanding to other target customers. Maybe customers in a different age group are interested, or if you launch a lower price product, you may attract those at a different income level. You can get complacent in either scenario, and expanding to the new markets in one of the fastest ways to grow your business and spread out the competition. Next, the 10 industry competition. In the industry and satisfy it with a product or service. Second, improve on existing products or services. Number 3, highlight your differences. Next, clarify your brand and message. Focus on the needs of your customers. Focus on the needs of your employees. Do not focus on your competitors. Do not underestimate your competitors. Explore partnership opportunities, and lastly, target new markets. And the second types of competitors is market competitors, defined as a place where two or more parties come together to exchange goods and services or any other information. It is also a place where sellers sell their goods and services in exchange for money. And there are four different types of market competition. First, herd monopoly. It means one seller. It exists in capitalism economies where there is no control of the government on the business transactions of business. Second, we have oligopoly. It means few sellers. when a market is controlled by two or more than small companies. Third, we have perfect competition. Perfect competition is nearly a real-life market competition. In this type of market competition, there are a large number of buyers as well as a large number of sellers. A market is said to be perfectly competitive market when there are many sellers and buyers transacting a homogeneous product. There are many sellers, homogeneous products are sold. Sellers do not have control over the price of the commodity, farm commodities. And lastly, we have monopolistic competition. It is a perfect real-life type of market competition. In this type of market competition, there are a large number of sellers as well as the buyers. Now, the question arises how these competitors should be analyzed. Okay, so you should gather information about competitors' real and perceived strengths and weaknesses. If you have any questions, clarifications, you can contact my cell phone number 0905-1571-448 or you may visit our GAITF link. Once again, good afternoon. Thank you and God bless.